Good evening. Hello, hello. Welcome to Learn Along with Tarot. I am Angie, and here on this channel, I teach many lessons on astrology and how to read your personal birth chart and use the transiting energies that are happening all around us every day, how to use them for our best and highest good and our best advantage. So, guys, tonight, for the reading portion of the read where I offer the free reads, I'm going to continue on with the theme of you versus them, especially because today is the full moon in Gemini. So what you're going to do with that on your birth chart is you are going to look on the wheel here. All the air signs are color-coded purple, so look for your Gemini portion of your chart if you have purchased one from me. If you would like to and you don't have one, that information will be in the description box below. Also, how you can get a personal reading from me as well, be there. So, okay, in this person's chart, they have, it's 4 degrees 55 Gemini. So at about 5 degrees Gemini in this person's chart is their house 4 is where that energy is showing up here. And that is the house of home, parents, and foundation. So Gemini is all about curiosity and communication. So the house will be able to tell you in general what this communication might be about. Now, not only that, super funsies, you can look back if you journal and see what you were journaling around mid-June when we had the new moon in Gemini. So that's when we plant seeds, ideas, wishes, intention on a new moon. Full moons is when we release and let go. So I like to do a burn ceremony where you can write down what you would like to release and let go of. And then you can either burn those or bury those in the soil. Now, in my meditation, I was not getting a whole lot, which is pretty unusual. Usually I can't keep up with the images, but I did get polar bear, which made me think of hibernation, maybe because the winter's coming, and then the number 2. And the spiritual meaning of a polar bear is courage, strength, and self-reliance. So it is a beaver full moon today. And just kind of in general, when it's a Gemini moon, that's a mutable energy telling us that nothing is yet set in stone. With the Gemini energy of the answers you need are coming. So as I was starting jotting those notes about the moon, I thought it was kind of funny because it's like, no wonder I'm not getting any, as much as I normally do. And then just full moons in general are all about surrender, because even if we want something really bad and we're re-wishing for it over and over and over again, that's actually resistance, right? So that just gonna delay what you want. And the choice is always to go back into our own selves and see what we can balance out for ourselves. Okay, so the Gemini energy of the major arcana is the Lovers, also the Magician. The Lovers used to be called the choice card. And when I was jotting down that, a song came on right when I said, what is this whole reading going to be about today? And the first lyric was 2 choices on my mind, 4 hours on the road. So lots of thinking time, which Geminis love to think and overthink everything to death. Not quite as bad as much as Aquarius. They won't get as ruminaty with that energy. But the song was about, Is It Stupid That I Love You? Okay, and it's called Gold, Stupid Love, and I had to look it up, by Excision and Illenium, ILL, Illenium. Okay, so let's just think about curiosity guides my search for wisdom. Also, we had the Sun and Mars moving into Sagittarius last week, and then Sagittarius is also housing Mercury right now. And then our moon is, of course, in Gemini, which will be that way through Wednesday when we move into the Cancer moon. Okay, so guys, it's full moon crap happens all the time. I got a flat tire today on my way to teach a yoga class. So full moons are culminations, peaks, heightened intensity, heightened emotion, lots of activity. So we'll see where we go. Our reading tonight is going to be going through and getting the energy of the divine feminine, energy of the divine masculine, and then we are going to pull a major arcana card to see what energy you're bringing in to this union, or if you are flying solo, what you can do to balance that aspect of you. It's a yin and yang, right? Only when that female male collaboration happens, you get a birth, right? So that's the energy of creating. We have to balance that within ourselves as well. And that's called shadow work. And it's not a ton of fun, but the benefits that you get from that, you're integrating that shadow side of yourself, means that you have a raising or a leveling up in your consciousness. And then you're starting to attract a whole different group and level of people, because now you're reaching for those that are also reaching for where you are reaching. So pretty cool being there. It is a perfect time for some soul searching right now. And the thing is, it's like, isn't it always the way when you stop thinking about something, that's when the answer comes? Or resistance could be having an expectation that something turn out in a particular way. That's a way to guarantee it's not gonna. Right? Try not to have any expectations. If anything, what is it that you want to manifest of how you want to feel? Okay, so we'll start there. Let's start with the divine energy here. What kind of energy, what part of the major arcana, great angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light energy is the divine feminine energies feeling right now? What card of the major arcana, or excuse me, the court cards? These are my court cards, major arcana over here, because I added in some questions. All right. What is the energy in the major arcana? What archetype is the divine feminine showing? Queen of Cups. Okay, so you're in your Queen of Cups, and look at that. Full moon right there on the card. So the Queen of Cups is someone who is extremely nurturing. They are emotionally balanced. So the Isolde, this came up in the last You and Them reading, because Queen of Cups was hiding underneath a Princess of Cups. So, and that was on the divine masculine side. So it was as if the divine masculine was still learning the lessons through a Page of Cups. And then we did see some kind of sorrowful energy there, not realizing that the Queen of Cups was not far behind. Right? It's in somebody in their environment. Okay. So you are in this energy of the Queen of Cups, and Isolde was the wife of King Mark, who was secretly in love with Tristan, his number one knight, which we also come out last time. So, okay, interesting. Let's see. And I meant to look at the bottom card to see what energy was crossing, but I won't do a crossing energy for the masculine. What is the masculine? Thank you. Energy here. Adonis. Two. I'm only going to take the top one. Pardon me. King of Arrows. Okay, so that's who Venus was hot to trot for, right? So that's a King of Swords energy. Divine masculine, you could be seeing some kind of truth after some mountains there in the background. Those are indicative of troubles and things you had to conquer, obstacles. He's sitting up in the clouds. Kings are traditionally the fixed energy, so this would be representing an Aries, doesn't have to be. So that's just the energy, the archetypal energy that the divine masculine is in. And he sees the truth, he's facing the truth, and he's going after his truth. And look at that. As we pull that out, So he's looking towards her, okay, and maybe even slightly past her. She's kind of downcast with her eyes. He's kind of going the opposite direction, like two sides of an X. And this is all cloudy all around him. So it could be that the divine masculine is still seeking truth, okay? And that the divine feminine is all good in the hood here on this full moon. Okay. All right, guys, done with the court cards. Let's look at energies here. What is the current energy of the Queen of Cups? Current energy of the Queen of Cups, and then we'll get on the energy of the Divine Masculine. Okay, we had a flipper. Okay, so what did I say about she just sitting pretty here, chillaxing, drinking her wine. Now, last time I did tell of that Page of Cups that was her maid, and she was carrying a love potion for her and Mark's wedding that night. Unknowingly, Kristen and Isolde drank from this potion and fell instantly in love, but she still had to go on and marry Mark anyway. That's kind of interesting. Service is on the bottom of that. So balance is about I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay, you got to balance you no matter what anybody else is doing. Okay, so we're going to keep that. I'm going to move that over here. Balanced energy. That's a beautiful mandala. What about the divine masculine? Why is he so cloudy here? I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. Okay. Are you confused whether you're happy, divine masculine? Is it still kind of cloudy for you? Just log your feelings, guys. That's an indicator when it's not even something you think about, you just go. If you're ruminating and tossing something over and over and over, you might be looking for permission to take that route. Or maybe you're not even wanting to feel a certain route or feel a certain way. Maybe you're not wanting to make this decision, which is why you're kind of staring off in the distance. Now, guys, as a reminder, I know I say this a million times, there's dolphins on this card as well. Dolphins mate for life. Interesting, cool. What I was saying is I know I preach, but just because you're whatever gender you resonate with does not mean boy girl in the tarot. Okay, tarot is indicative of archetypal energy and souls. Souls aren't male or female, they're just souls. Okay, so you can be a female presenting with your divine masculine energy. So you'd be looking for advice on the Queen of Cups side. Okay, bottom of the deck before I even shuffle, and I accidentally on the split opened up the Lovers and then try to see it again, and it was the King of Swords. Okay, so the bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. There's this is the card before the cut, before the shuffle. They were already thoroughly shuffled before setting them down, but I like to be surprised. This might be kind of the hidden energies here, so we'll look at that. But Queen of Cups, you're there. 10 is the end in tarot. 1 + 0 is 1, indicative that you're heading towards your Ace of Wands, a new passionate beginning. Underneath that, I can't make it up. The full moon also there is showing. The burden of confusion, 4 of Swords with the 4 of Wands, 44. Wow. So we have the 1111 card here. Okay. And a recovery here, that 4 of Swords. This is the 3 swords that have pierced this person's heart, and they are in recovery mode. And when that person recovers, they reach down and pick up their sword of truth and go about their business. Okay, so this is in the environmental energy here, the divine feminine. We'll see what comes out during the shuffles. Underneath that, I only go 6 deep. The death card, which we just finished Scorpio season, all about transformation. The death of a repetitive pattern. So 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior energy. Also that of like, here's my boundaries, but look how flimsy those boundaries are. The Nine of Wands also talks about not repeating the same mistakes over and over again. This could be regarding, what ultimately would make you happy, or are you going to repeat these same energies over here? Okay, divine feminine, let's go. We're going to go through the Ace of Cups and see what your feelings are. Ace of Wands is going to be about how you take action and in your personal and professional life. Ace of Swords is about what's on your mind right now, or communication style it can be. Ace of Pentacles is a tangible energy, and that is all about time, energy, money, resources. Let's see what that is in peak, just of course. Seven of Swords in reverse wanted to fly out, and then look what else is sticking up top there. Oh, just the Queen of Cups, in case we didn't get it there. All right, guys. Great angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light. Didn't get it. You saw me pull that out right inside. Okay, it's clearly it wanted to show itself. Where are you feeling, or your feelings? You are really feeling your feels. You are even almost overburdened by these feelings. However, you're getting ready to set this burden down. Okay, you're almost to that house. You're almost to take that firewood home. And what we say about the Three of Swords, crossed by the Three of Swords. In your feels, the emotional burdens of some type of heartbreak has just been overwhelming, but you're coming out of it. You're getting back in your Queen of Cups self. And this could have been someone that Three of Swords in your environmental energy depicts someone that may have been providing resources, time, energy to someone else. This can also be seen as someone who breadcrumbed you, making promises that they did not keep, talking out their asterisks. You know what I mean? Okay. Thank you. I was going to ask Ace of Wands what actions you're taking right now. Okay, we've got that moon and the Four of Swords card. So again, you're healing. This is progression after that Three of Swords. We've got the Four Swords, and the moon was on top of that. So the moon talks about things unseen. The moon talks about confusion. The moon talks about what we do not quite see yet. Okay, and it is the Gemini full moon, and we did have that card of that full moon in Gemini means the answers you need are coming. This is crossed by a King of Wands. So if there is somebody that has a fiery energy, again, kings are fixed, so that could be a Leo. If there is anyone here who has taken action towards you, it could be this in your environment or energy. If this is for you as you are recovering from confusion, this could be the person that confused you, this court card. King of Wands. There's salamanders on his jacket, if that means anything to you. Wow. Underneath that is the Emperor. Okay, that can come across as some stingy, gruff, crabby, energy. So maybe it was a crabby King of Wands, because without the Emperor, or excuse me, Empress coming out with this, he goes into the lower octave of himself, which would be a King of Wands in reverse. Under that, more Gemini energy of the Hermit and an energy of self-examination, Hermit is Virgo energy. Could be a Virgo that's looking over the trials and tribulations in your environment. And also using what you have learned then, the Magician, that is the Gemini, major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you've learned new skills about relationships. There's that 1111 card again, and how they need to transform. Okay, so it looks like you are, the actions that you're taking here, you're taking recovery seriously. You are getting ready to come out of a state of confusion, perhaps about this King of Wands Emperor. Okay, and it could be the same person or a different person that caused heartbreak here in your emotional state. All right, what are you thinking right now, Divine Feminine? Queen of Cups, what are you thinking right now? What is your truth at the moment? What are you thinking right now? Thank you. Wow. Uh, you're thinking a lot, but you ain't talking. This is thinky, no talkie. So Piscean energy, the High Priestess. Again, choice between two. There's two roads to go on this moon card. You can either go the route of the lone wolf or the route of loyalty for the dog. Solo energy, book ending. This solo energy here too as well with this recovery. All right, you are really looking back at all this has taught you, burdens and all, guys. It's all a lesson. Planet is our school of learning. Oh my gosh, there you are again. Okay, so you are in your power here. And guys, again, emotions culminate on full moon. So if you're in your feels and, you know, this is a sign of Cancer. We got more water energy, Pisces, moon energy, Cancer, and Pisces. It's okay. Let yourself feel, because that is the only way that what feels good, what feels bad. That's it. Okay. I got to keep Archangel Gabriel, judgment calls a coming. So here's this truth here. If you raise your consciousness, this is an extra card in this deck from Soulful Revolution about what makes you happy. You have victory after a long battle. We saw that 6 of Wands come out last week for the Divine Masculine. And this has caused you to see something from a whole new perspective. Okay. And then this is the card of also you already know. You don't need to be confused because you already know in your heart. Look at that. You already know what you're looking up for. And isn't that interesting? This Queen of Cups was looking down. This Queen of Cups is looking up. Okay, one's nighttime, one is daytime. Hold on, Lola. Okay, and kind of those eyes of that. He's not completely looking up, but he's casting his eyes off, right? Which is pretty interesting. I'm going to need to pause uno momento so I can let out Lola. What you making a judgment call on, Divine Feminine? What you judging? What you making a call about? We're going to go right here. That's super interesting. And I'm getting a beep. There's your truth. You're making a judgment call on what it is you desire as far as how you love and want to be loved, because you have a raised consciousness now, and you just know more now. You know more. Okay, and that King of Swords wanted to come out again and slide and be left out on the table. All right. Tangibility here, time, energy, money, resources. Where are you at? Or this can also be your lesson. What lesson are you learning? So this full moon, this Gemini full moon is closing a chapter. What lesson is the Divine Feminine learning? What lesson? Thank you. How to have fun. How to have fun. um, despite what's going on around you. Okay. Now, Three of Cups can also be indicative of third party with the Five of Wands, especially. Now, normally I wouldn't call that unless I'd seen this Three of Swords. So it does feel like this heartbreak involves a third party energy, jealousy, strife, competition, supposed to be acting as a team, but they're competing. This is you know, having a good time with your girlfriends, having a reunion. But as far as what lesson you're learning, we've already got the Three of Swords out. Normally, I like to see the Three of Pentacles as well out here, but this is like it too. This is screaming third party. Your lesson has been involved around a third party, managing or balancing your energy better. Let's see what's crossing this. What's crossing? What's in your environment? Transformation. Something has ended so that something completely new can begin. Pretty straightforward there. Thank you for being so clear in your energy, Divine Feminine. Okay, now Divine Masculine. What's up with you? At the bottom of the deck here, Queen of Swords. Wow. So, and the environmental energy definitely facing and moving forward towards some kind of truth, Divine Masculine. Okay. Just looking at Ace of Cups, I would like to ask, where are the Divine Masculine's emotions right now? Thank you. 1111 card again, soulmate energy. Your emotions are surrounding a truth regarding your 1111. So this is the four corners of a foundation, solidifying a foundation, putting structure to it. If you get the Justice card, it could be indicative of marriage or just commitment. That looks very different nowadays. But it's the truth regarding 1111. Let's see what's in the environmental energy here. Where was that? The bottom? The Hanged Man. Okay. The Hanged Man. But it's in reverse and all the cards are upright. Oh, what did I just say? The Justice. So you're coming off of pausing for the cause. Okay. Reversed means that you are either not delaying something anymore or you have failed to see something from a different perspective. Okay, there's a reason for everything. There's lessons of everything. Are you refusing to see the truth about some commitment here, Divine Masculine? And I did say we have that just the Emperor again. Okay. Wow. All right, bossing up here. We did not see that Empress come out. The Hanged Man, interesting that it came up in reverse. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. What are your feelings? Are you nervous? Are you overthinking something to death? Probably because it's not the right thing, right? Something that feels right, boom. Are you happy? Go for it. If you're not happy, time to be honest about that. Maybe you need to renegotiate here. We've got the 11 card is the Justice card. Okay, let's see what actions you are taking right now, Divine Masculine. What is in your action area here? Ace of Wands. Taking fast action towards rushing the truth towards someone or discovering the truth about something. Environmental energy, Queen of Swords, Libra energy. One moment, please, guys. Oh my gosh, all day long, she has has had a crooked tummy. I don't know what the problem is. She won't eat today, and she's not having very much fun in the other business end, if you know what I mean. Poor little baby. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Nine of Swords crossed by the Queen of Swords. Gemini. Queens are the cardinal signs. I believe that's Gemini. No, it's mutable. That's this is Libra, like I said. Libra energy of balance. Chariot Cancerian energy, more Cancerian energy again with this moon. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. Rushing towards something with speed, facing your truth. So, okay, look at this. Is kind of interesting. The Knight of Swords is racing back towards this cup energy. Okay. Oh, there we go. Everything's backwards on the computer. It's racing here. Okay. That direction towards the truth about a commitment. And then there is again double King of Swords. So definitely have Aries in your chart. I will guarantee we all have every sign in our chart, guys. But we are coming up to the age of Aquarius here at the end of January too. This is when this could finally kind of like play out. Okay, so in your environmental energy, Queen of Swords, and she is facing away. So the Knight of Swords is looking back here towards his truth about what is his 1111, coming out of pause and involving justice, involving the courts in some way. It could be that you're balancing out something, but in your environment, Queen of Swords as well. Again, that's facing the truth, but going this way. It feels like there's two here. And then because the Chariot has two different directions, whatever horse leads, right? And able to get in your chariot and head towards a soulmate. Both of these opposing energies, yin and yang, have like minds, or else they're going to split and go somewhere else. And we did have that of two minds. I had the number two, something that's taking courage and strength. The Knight of Swords is very brave with that polar bear there. And the number two. Confused about a decision or feeling lost or adrift. So in the actions, we've got confusion by both the masculine and the feminine energies. I mean, major arcana, major, major, 3, 4, 5. And here so far for the divine masculine, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ace of Cups on the bottom of that. Okay, no more confusion about what you love, no more confusion about allowing yourself the self-love there. So taking action towards what it is you love. This could even be an apology or a love offer. I don't know if these are separate from this or not. Let's try to see if we can find out. All right, Ace of Swords. What is true for the divine masculine right now, Spirit? What is true for the divine masculine right now? What truth? Thank you. Knight of Cups. I just said that Page of Cups is the offer, right? It's like, but it's a youthful, like, don't know if you're going to accept it, but here you go. Knight of Cups is deployed by the king. So this is the love offer coming, but it looks like it's not in any hurry. There's some emotional hurdles here, the water there and the mountains. Okay, there's some obstacles to climb here. And under that was the Three of Swords again. And the Star, more Aquarian energy. King of Wands again. Here. Wow. Okay. I just want to see what's on the bottom here. Four of Swords, both recovering. Let's see if I can get another card on what is your truth. The truth is you're offering. That knight has been deployed to make an offer of love. So we've gone from like childish love to mature love here in an environment of recovery as well. Wow. That's the sort of truth that that knight is carrying and that the Queen of Swords holds. Tower underneath that energy, underneath that Four of Swords. Shock or surprise. Nice. Oh, almost missed a seat. All right. That would have been hilarious. Okay. Tower energy here in this truth. Look at these two knights going in completely different directions. Where's this, what is the truth about this Knight of Cups? Where's this knight going? Where's this love offer going to? Where's this love offer going? Another four. That's 3 4s for you guys. 4, 4, 4. What's missing is the Four of Cups, which the Four of Cups is not seeing what Spirit has been trying to offer you all along. So you're keeping this under wraps, Divine Masculine. Wherever you're heading, only you know. It's a stage card too. See the delineation here of energy. So that means things are not as they appear to be. Woo! So fast, getting there fast with words and communication. This is fast, passionate communication. It could also be indicate travel. The truth about this passionate communication. Wow, I knew it. I told you I could feel it. The Two of Cups underneath. Something that is more evenly balanced. 4, 4, 4. Interesting. And then we have the 2 4s here with the 8. Wow. Okay. You are this in this recovery energy. 7 of Pentacles. This is evaluation, waiting. This is the juice worth the squeeze? So we've got fast, fast. Oh, we're going down to a trot here. Got to slow down. Definitely slowing down. Oh, but now we got to go fast. And we've got this Two of Cups, equal love, energy, actions, right? The same balanced energy as you, as being the energy that you give too, to balance it out and be fair. Is the juice worth the squeeze, Divine Masculine? I think you already know. All right, let's look at this lesson. What lesson is, what chapter is closing here for the Divine Masculine? What lesson is he learning? So it looks like the Divine Feminine was learning transformation through either participating in or having a third-party situation happen to her. It feels like because that was in your environment, it happened to you. Okay, what lesson is the Divine Masculine learning? Thank you. Indecision. This is 7 of Cups. This is FOMO, fear I'm going to miss out if I make the wrong choice. Well, you know what? Pull up your britches. Sorry, guys. I mean, this is again over and over rumination. Which one do I choose? Which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? What cartoon was that? That's funny. And one of those cups has a snake, and one has the castle. You know, there's jewels in another one. There's victory in a different one. That's a solo victory. So you got many, many different options here, or you're still in a state of confusion in the environment. Yeah, you got this last time, divine masculine, this regret, this sorrow. You're seeing what has been lost, right? And not that how close you are to the castle. All you got to do is cross this bridge, cross those watery emotions, because there's two cups that are still standing and full. They're bigger and better cups anyway. Oof. All right. So because you're regretting some type of deceit, walking away from something, trying to get away with something. Guys, every single card in the deck we have all experienced. That's what the tarot is. Okay, these are process cards of the minor arcana. Um, doesn't mean that we're a terrible person when those cards come out for us. It's just explaining in your environment. You know, maybe you are trying to sidestep regret, even. Maybe you're trying not to be sad. Maybe you're covering up your emotions, or you're not speaking about how you feel. So, your lesson that you're learning is making a decision, right? And you have to let your feelings tell you, not what you should do or feel like you have to do or what you're obligated to do. You know, if it's not an emphatic hell yes, then it may just be a hell no. But we're allowed to be sad about that. But there's definitely some regret in walking away from something that was requiring your strength at the time. Seven of Swords is like sneaking away in the night. Again, trying to get away with something. 5 and 5. Got a lot of synchronicities. You had 3 5s last week and 2 6s, I believe. All right, here. Let's get some energy about here with the major arcana. Okay, if this is a connection between you and a person, I was gonna haven't asked yet. What are the emotional issues between the both of you? Whether you are in separation or not from this person, what is the biggest emotional issue between you two? Awakening. So this is the card. This is the third time the sun has come out here in both decks. Awakening. Okay, so the issues is that one of you may be awake and the other one is not. This is Cupid and Psyche. And last time I explained that Cupid um, went against his mother Venus's wishes and went to court Psyche anyway, even though he was only supposed to trick her with a potion that would make her fall in love with the first thing that she saw, like even if it was a crow. Okay. But instead, he saved her. So he didn't do what he was being told to do. It wasn't what society is telling you guys to do. It's how do you feel? What are the emotional issues between you? You love each other a lot and you make each other really, really happy. Okay. Bottom of the deck is illusion, the number 18 card. So again, there's this confusion here. Rest and recovery, holding back on something. You got one one knight going this way, one knight going that way. So the knight, the king of swords, the king of arrows rather, has deployed his knight of swords. Some truth coming fast, fast action towards the truth. We'll see. Divine Feminine, this heartbreak could have awakened you to what really does make you happy, right? Because if you know what doesn't, if it doesn't the opposite, then make you happy. And guys, it's so much easier to give advice when the cards are not for you. Could be, who never knows. This is the energy that we're picking up on right now. Now, as far as Ace of Wands, what goals have been attained in knowing this person? What goals have been attained? What's the status of the relationship? So that's action. Wands are action. What is the current status here? A lot of truth. So water and air. Libra, Cancer, Pisces. That night is going to be Gemini energy. Could have a Gemini moon, perhaps. Judgment call. Whoa, this is the last card of the major arcana before you get to the end, the world. So this story, Lon Hauser and Elizabeth, number 20, the judgment card, 2 + 0 is 2. And we've got 19 = 10 = ace, okay, or 1. Starting back at the drawing board after awakening. So judgment. There's a judgment call here that needs to be made. That's the action that this relationship is at now. And that could be why these 2 moon cards are here in the same row. This could be happening pretty directly here, especially with that full moon. Now, the story of Lon Hauser and Elizabeth is they were in love, okay, for a long time. He felt like he needed to go and explore the world and conquer all those mountains. And there was even a stage where Venus tried to seduce him and get him to stay with her. But he did not do that. He went on back to his true love in the later part of his life. You guys could be making a judgment call like right now. Oh, and we had that double judgment. Lord, a lot of synchronicities. Dang. Okay, let's keep going. Crossed by balance, the 14 card, which is a 5, another 5. Venus and Vulcan. Yeah, they made quite the pair. So speaking of Venus, they were married, and he is the god of forge and fire, I believe. Very, very different energies. One's fiery, and Venus's energy is of cups energy, emotions, feelings, beauty, and love. She didn't really respect him that much, but it was like a working marriage. It worked for both of them. They stayed married, I mean, I guess at least. But of course, she was hot for Adonis and really a lot of other people. Okay, that could have made a judgment call here. Like, do I stay in something that's functioning, that functions, that other people have to tell me that I have to do or that I feel obligated to do, when really all I want to do is be with the person that I love? So you got to make a judgment call. Are you going to go for comfort and security, or are you going to go the other way toward love? We'll see. Let me know. Put it in the comments, please. I'm dying to know. High Priestess is also a number 2. Okay, for swords, what is the wisdom that's been gained between these 2 people? So remember, we're always learning. Try to inquire about, what did this have to teach me, especially heartbreak? because if it didn't break our hearts, we wouldn't learn from it, would we? And the depth of the heartbreak is the depth of the lesson, right? The opposite of hate, guys, is not love. Okay. The opposite of hate and love, those are both the same frequencies. They're the same vibration. They're the same hertz. The opposite of those is indifference. When you have no feeling whatsoever towards either going this way or going that way, it's neutral. Okay, justice again. So the wisdom gained by your relationship together, Penelope and Odysseus, you can look that up again, another 11. She is knitting on a loom. Is that knitting? What's that called? What is that? And we got the magician card underneath that again. So that's twice. A lot of, this is 3 decks, guys, that are showing all of these synchronicities. That's why I like to use multiple decks here. Okay, so what wisdom has been gained? Balance. What's fair? What's balances you? What's fair to you? If you're overgiving, that's not balanced. Okay, that's South Node in Libra, where we are right now. If the other person's being too selfish and not thinking of the relationship, that's North Node in Aries. So what's the middle of that? Gaining balance is being autonomous and successful within your own right in a partnership. So you are each 2 individual whole peoples that come together. Okay. We don't have broken person 1 and broken person 2. You know, we see that all the time. You attract the energy that you are. This taught you what it is that you do want. It's going to drive you crazy. I know that's called a loom, but what's that called that she's doing? I forget. I can't. It's not coming to my head right now. Looks like there's a person holding a sword just behind this. He's holding the sword of justice. Something that has not been fair that you're making a judgment call on, and then note that that's when the knight changes directions here and does a sealing. The divine feminine is raising her consciousness. She's got double Queen of Cups. She knows what's in her heart. She wants the love that she's willing to give. That's her balance. Trying not to overgive. Okay, let's keep going here. That was the magician card. What is, let's see, pentacles, tangible things. Let's see. I said judgment was card number 20. There you have it. Okay, the combined Ace of Pentacles. You've got Dionysus and Ariadne. It's a 21 card, the last card. There's a ship down there, far, far away, that seems so very far away. And these 2 are not of the earth. This could be twin flame, guys. There's a lot of twin flame cards here. And third party energy. So twin flames, there's a certain group that is here to heal third party energy, because what happens when people do that is they're not confident in their own sense of security, and they're kind of, you know, keeping their 1 foot here and 1 foot there. My dad always said, if you got 1 foot stuck in the past and 1 stuck in the future, then you're pissing all over today. Take that nugget of wisdom with you. Okay, Dionysus and Ariadne. Their love was so great for each other. I forget who the person was that put Dionysus into like a coffin or a chest and threw him in the river. And Ariadne was able to bring him back to life for 1 more embrace. So you might be having 1 more go at the true partner. This is fascinating. And I just got chills. Lesson you're learning is how to complete a cycle. 21, the World card, successful completion. You're learning how to successfully close out a cycle, close out the lessons you've already learned. Yeah, Divine Feminine, you are part of this jealousy, strife, competition, and Three of Cups, competing for love. And then we have the Divine Masculine looking at all those options. Three's not enough? Okay. I'm just giving you a check. Three ain't enough? Okay. That's just a sign of someone who's also not very confident in themselves, again, like I said. So we got to heal that. Happens a lot. Okay, now what happens with these guys is the very last thing I'm going to be asking here. I'm going to combine all of the decks. Go gadget. Okay, now this is the whole deck. So now we've got major arcana, minor arcana. We're going to shuffle through. I'm dying to dig into this. There's an offering for the extended. I don't know yet if I'm going to do an extended. I'm getting awfully nosy though. It'll be in the comments if I come back and add on an extended read. Chapter's closing, and didn't I say that Gemini full moon is the end of a chapter? And the very last card here of combined energy is the last card of the major arcana. You're of two minds. What are you going to do, King of Swords? Jeez. Okay. Wow. 10 of Wands again. This is a burden for both of you. Okay. So before I even got to answer the question, what's a burden? Stop it. Fourth time 11/11's come out, Four of Wands. There's some kind of a connection that coming to the end of a cycle regarding a burden and a commitment of some kind. That's been a lot of work getting there. Okay, I'll keep those little guys out to the side here. I didn't even get to ask them a question. Okay, my question I wrote down was how each person is transformed by loving each other. Again, because it's all a lesson. Even if it's terrible, guys, you agree to do that as souls before you got here. All right. Princess of Arrows and Princess of Cups in reverse. So we've got the swords and the cups of then. Again, how has your love, how is each person transformed by loving the other? So we've got Psyche and Bragwing again. This is who I was talking about, that who was holding the magic elixir for Isolde and King Mark, but Tristan accidentally drank it, and so did she before the wedding, hence fell in love. This, what you learn from each other is the difference between your head and your heart, and how you have to combine both of those. And because the heart space came up in reverse, this is like overthinking a situation to the point of where you're not allowing the heart in. Maybe one of you guys, and there's a ton of butterflies on this too. Again, transformation energy. This feels like someone is not using their feelings, guys. How is your love transformed? Learning how to balance, by learning how to balance both. That, yeah, commitment is a burden because there's lots of lessons to learn, right? But guess what? This goes to an Ace of Wands next, which is a fiery, passionate new beginning. Once you know what you want, once your energies are balanced, yin yang, divine masculine, divine feminine energies within our own self, Then the good happens. Environmental energy, Five of Swords. Again, this is similar to Five of Swords and no, Five of Arrows is Five of Swords, so double. This is manipulation, guys. Nobody can manipulate you into love. It's a feeling. If something feels good to do, there's your sign. If something feels bad to do, was that your decision or somebody else's decision? If it feels bad, it's not right. That's your heart is your intuition. It is your superpower. Okay, let's get off of that. Double fives. Geez, I cannot get over the synchronicities in this read. This is crazy. Let's get some advice for y'all. Okay, great angels and guides, ancestors of the highest light, please give me some energy here for as far as advice for the divine feminine and divine masculine energies, please. Thank you. These cards are huge. Ooh, superpower. That did not sound attractive. Okay, here we go. I'd like to shuffle a little more. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. I don't like when they get messy. I like neat. Let it go, Ange. Let it go. All right. The only TikTok dance I learned, I forced myself to do one. It was during COVID, so don't judge me. I did it though, and I killed it. So there's that. Okay. All right, we've got Purity here with this unicorn. Oh, what did I just say? Look at those colors too. Purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your questions. So I've been saying the whole entire read, guys, and I wasn't even asking for either one yet because I was still shuffling. So we'll take that as a general energy here for both. That's beautiful. All right, let's go ahead. And manifestation is right underneath that. We did see the magician twice. That's a manifestation card. Be very honest and clear about what you want to manifest in your life. Write it down on paper. Manifestation, step one. Okay, guys. So again, I said I felt like this. So this is mental manipulation, mind games, playing games, pretending like you're running away when you're really not, just to F with the other person. And I cannot make this ish up, guys. Look at this. Oh my God. Same flipping cards that came out together for the divine masculine are at the bottom of the deck here, on the bottom of the deck of that purity card of the advice I just gave. Where did it? There he goes. Five of Cups, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, Five of Swords. You know the odds of that happening? I teach math. Go ahead and take the ratios of that one. One divided by, well, that deck had 79 cards. These each have 78. That's the percentage chance one card will fall. Of course, then you have to say 2 divided by 77 cards left, right? So we're taking, the whole point is, statistically speaking, that shit doesn't happen. Like, that's very, very odd. This is a big message, guys. A lot of synchronicities. I mean, doing this a long time, it does not happen like this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Came out for both up here too. Wow. What you're learning with each other. Guys, Five of Swords is nobody wins. You don't get, do you really win somebody if you manipulate them? That's not love, that's fear. You do this or else. Pretending like you're running all the time. Maybe you regret running and not facing the emotions of this, and you're still carrying that regret with you. Like it's palpable. All this healing that's coming out, the confusion in the moon energy, the double justice, double king of swords, triple sun and awakening. I mean, double judgment, double justice in the world. The lesson you're learning is learning how to successfully close out a cycle. Could be of third-party energy, understanding that that's just creating more karma for yourself. And then you are literally taking that baggage to the next relationship because you haven't processed, feel your feelings, don't deny your feelings. You're only going to resent that person anyway that manipulated you into making a decision. But who was the one deciding? We all got free will. I know it's confusing and it's frustrating. Underneath that, though, happy family, right? This is on its way. 3 of Wands. This is already set in motion, guys. 9 of Pentacles under that. Geez, that is independent financial stability. There's some doves here flying by. On the traditional deck, it is a falcon, which represents, heiress energy coming from money. This happy family, 10 of Pentacles is already, it's like the gate to the castle. It's already on its way. It feels like the divine feminine energy is, her healing was ahead. So she's a little bit farther down the line here than this divine masculine. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, sidetrack. Let's come back to that advice. So there was a new beginnings card and a temptation card as well there. All right. Give me a card of advice for this divine feminine and her Queen of Cups energy at this full moon. Full moon, full moon, full moon. It's unreal. Thank you. Solitude. Huh. These gateway doors. Take those 2 here. So solitude. Solitude. Singles energy. One person, one person, one person, one person, one person. Judgment. Raising consciousness. Third party energy with that combination, especially with the 3 of Swords, is come to an end. And because of it, you learn this lesson and rebirth here as the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis and successfully completing a cycle here of third party. And divine masculine is completing a cycle of confusion, a regret over being confused or confusing someone, maybe manipulating, not quite telling the truth about it, or that was in your environment, divine masculine, and you were confused because of this heartache. You tried to get away from the heartache. You can't. That's called spiritual bypassing. It doesn't work like that, guys. You gotta recover. You gotta integrate the energies. And then look at this with the divine feminine. This is what drew me to that card there, that gateway. So there's the gate to the castle. And let's see. So solitude part first, think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. And I said, like, she's chilling. She's all in her control and in her full loving power. And I did say, this is silent. She knows, no talkie. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Yeah, you know who you love, Divine Feminine. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Whew, chills. Gotta make a judgment call, though, Divine Feminine. All right, what about for the Divine Masculine? Divine Masculine energy here. What lesson or what advice, thank you. What advice would you like the Divine Masculine to take from this entire reading? Let's get 2 cards here so we can be fairsies. 2 cards, please. Advice for the Divine Masculine. Advice for the Divine Masculine, please. Okay, we got a whole book. Let's take the top 2 like I did the last ones. Those guys wanted to find out shine from within, and on the top of this book, wisdom. What? Literally, that's the King of Swords. That's the Queen of Swords. You see the truth, you know, you seek the truth, you see the truth, and you rush towards the truth. And where that being happy means I am on the right path. And see that green, oops, dropping things here. That green heart energy. Okay, wisdom says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? There is a white owl, in case that's a sign for anyone. Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Okay, if you're overthinking it, that's not the thing. What does your heart feel in the very 2 seconds you think about that person? Do you smile or does it hurt? So easy to say, right? I know. I know. Preaching to the choir over here. I'm going to take the top of this pile too. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Yeah, revealing your truth. It feels like like something was going fast. Everything felt balanced, but then it got confusing. Now you're going this direction, but it's like on hold. You're covering your heart too with that pentacle. Could have been a decision of money over love, mind over love, time over love, resources. Guys, when you are in a 2 of cups, you can have fun in a brown paper bag together. And love brings the pentacles. It's not the other way around. If you marry for money, you screwed. That's a guarantee of not finding happiness, because happiness is the path of love that brings the pentacles. It's the path to the pentacles. You can't just jump to the pentacles. You miss out on a whole path to love. Yeah, you can't. That's a very non-satisfying life of regret for not trusting yourself or allowing yourself to be manipulated, or could have, I have to do this, or I should do this. Um, Looks are only skin deep. You could have maybe thought this other person, if you weren't good enough or felt worthy. It's you weren't shining, you weren't allowing yourself to shine. Yeah, we're not seeing all those victory cards. All you have to do is get real to the real truth of what makes you happy. And again, that dolphin card is they mate for life. They stay with one other dolphin. Hmm. Sounds a little heavy, guys. Sounds a little heavy, but you just have, yes, getting to that commitment is a burden. It's hard, right? We see that dang card in all three decks. It's not easy. You have to balance that mind and not deny your heart. Okay, stop denying your heart. Divine masculine, you're amazing. You're amazing. Guys, what is meant for us will never pass us by. It could be delayed if we're off busy learning lessons or maybe relearning lessons, because just because we change people, it doesn't change the lesson. It doesn't. I feel like I want something more here. I want, pardon my lean. I'm going to do one more. I know we're getting long here, but make this make sense here. What's the biggest message then? Let's go back to that. I'm going to bookend that advice for both with one more card for both. Okay. Thank you. Oh, that's a whole entire book. There's a 4 again, Sacred Fool. Listening for truth and softly, softly, the tender touch, number 20 card, a 2 again. So we've got 4, listening for truth is 36, 4, 9, 2. Okay, the sacred fool is about taking a chance. Okay, it's about taking that leap of faith. It's about, you know what, going a whole entirely different direction if that's what you need to do, not letting the mind puppeteer your actions. Taking a leap towards what it is that's in your heart. Wow. No matter what anybody else thinks, okay? And then we have listening for truth. And I felt like that a lot down here. I said that. 2 different directions. The truth about a commitment right there. First things out for divine masculines of how they feel. You might not feel like you have everything. And look, there's 2 eggs there that are not hatched. Yes, there's more indication of water sign energy with that conch. The eggs could be seen as pentacles, something tangible about ready to be birthed. Okay. And then the last card is softly, softly, the tender touch. This is all about enlightenment. This is allowing yourself this rest, softly, softly, the tender touch, right? This is all about speaking your truth, allowing a new start. Guys, maybe I was supposed to pull these cards, the last one. Remember, I in my scry, the very last read, I said it looks like a golf ball or like a Disney, the Disney sign, somebody going to Disney or traveling. That's that big old golf ball right behind there. And there are tears. This is emotional, but this is truth. You're speaking it out, even when your voice shakes. Oh, don't get me all emotional, DM and DFs. Let's not do that. Okay, we're stopping there. You can look up the meanings to these oracle cards. They're like 3 pages long. But again, sacred fool, listening for truth, and softly, softly, the tender touch. There's some kind of a sad truth here, and the lotus flower is going to allow it to be reborn and rebirthed. It's this lesson you are learning about how to speak, how to decide, how to not get in confusion. Okay, going into that pineal gland in your third eye, knowing you need a new beginning at something, learning the lesson. It's a beautiful read, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful read. Okay, that's going to be it for now. Yeah, this is nuts. We shall see. I might go back to a double 9 card spread tomorrow. We'll see though. Okay. Get my hair did tomorrow. That is exciting. Okay, guys, we will talk to you soon. Again, I'll keep you posted about when I will be featured on Soulful Revolution. OMG, it's so exciting and terrifying at the same time. I call that excitement. All right, that's enough. I will talk to you next time. Much love.